BetBlitz.
Hello everyone, this is Mike with BetBlitz. Welcome back to your source for daily sports picks. Today's a new day and we're looking to set you up with a few of some of the best picks on both PrizePicks as well as Underdog. Please take a moment to hit the like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 125 likes, we will be dropping a bonus pick in our next video. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, at the end of this video, let us know which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, or any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. And if the picks in this video aren't enough for you and you want even more, check out Elite Picks. They have a fantastic Discord with incredible analysis from their top-tier analysts that give the best recommendations across DFS sports betting, such as PrizePicks and Underdog. And right now, when you use code BLITZ, you'll receive 20% off. And if you click the link down below, you'll also get, for a limited time now, a 7-day free trial. So go give them a look. All right, let's get right into some of our best picks for today. For our first pick, we'll be headed over to the PRA section, and we'll be selecting Taurasi for more than 22.5 PRA. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that Taurasi has actually exceeded this line in 7 of her last 10 games. Additionally, Taurasi has exceeded this line in 60% of her last 20 games. And head-to-head versus the Atlanta Dream in 3 of her last matchups, Taurasi has exceeded this line in 2 of them. Now, Taurasi and the Phoenix Mercury will be facing off against a below-average defensive team in the Atlanta Dream. Currently, the Atlanta Dream are ranked near the middle of the league or worse when it comes to defending against opponents' PRA totals, giving up a lot of points as well as rebounds and assists. And when it comes to defending against opponent guards, the Atlanta Dream, while they are much better when it comes to defending against rebounding to the position, they are still pretty below average when it comes to defending against their points and assists. But overall, Taurasi should have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. In fact, in 10 of her last 13 games, Taurasi has actually exceeded this line. Now, taking a quick look here at her minutes, we see that over her last 10 games, Taurasi is playing a solid dose of minutes, averaging near 30 minutes per game. We would like to see this average just slightly a bit higher to be taking her over on it. However, it still is in a good range. And again, her minutes have actually translated to an increase in her PRA totals. But overall, we feel that she'll have plenty of time to reach this line as well. Now, taking a quick look here at her PRA totals on the season, we see that Taurasi has been a solid scorer, playmaker, as well as rebounder. Most of her PRA totals do come from her points. Now, she is a great scorer, scoring on many of the games near the 20-point range, but her rebounding and playmaking are also pretty solid as well across the board. And we expect her to bring her well-rounded game into this game as well and reach this line. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Taurasi for more than 22.5 PRA. For our next pick, we'll actually be headed over to the assist tab, where we'll be selecting Kayla McBride for less than 3.5 assists. Taking a quick look here on Outlier, we see that Kayla McBride has actually failed to exceed this line in 7 of her last 10 games. Additionally, McBride has failed to exceed this line in 70% of her last 20 games. And head-to-head versus the Las Vegas Aces, Kayla McBride has actually failed to exceed this line in 3 of her last 5 matchups. Now, Kayla McBride and the Minnesota Lynx will be facing off against the Las Vegas Aces defense that is pretty average defensively when it comes to defending against playmaking, currently ranked 5th in the league, giving up over 20 assists per game. However, when it comes to defending against opponent guards, the Las Vegas Aces are much better, ranked 3rd in the league, giving up just under 13 assists to the positions. So Kayla McBride overall should not have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. In fact, Kayla McBride has actually failed to exceed this line in 6 of her last 7 games when facing off against a top 5 defense defending against playmaking. Now, taking a quick look here at her minutes, we see that Kayla McBride is playing right around where we'd like to see it to take her under on this line. Of course, you always want to see it a bit lower, but this is still in a quite of a good range, averaging just under 30 minutes per game over her last 10 games. And we have also noticed a trend of her declining minutes over her last 3 games. Hopefully, we are planning this trend will continue on into this game, which will also give her less time to reach this line. Taking a quick look here at our regular season, we see that Kayla McBride has not been much of a playmaker, averaging very low, single-digit assists over her last many games. Again, many times falling even below 3 assists. And we expect her playmaking to continue on into this game as well. She is a great scorer, don't get it wrong, but playmaking is not her focus. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking Kayla McBride for less than 3.5 assists. And for those of you wisely making picks with under as well, we want to share a play with you that we thought was great. They don't have too many plays up right now that we usually like picking, but the one that we do want to share with you is Tina Charles for higher than 0.5 double-doubles. And later on in the day, we do expect them to be dropping a few more favorable double-doubles as well as triple-double plays. And if you like having access to the traditional PRA stats, but also want access to making picks on things like double-doubles as well as triple-doubles, check out Underdog Fantasy, because right now, when you use code BETBLITZ, you'll receive a free pick as well as up to $1,000 in bonus cash. They actually just updated this. So after sign up, they will give you $1,000 up to an extra bonus cash after your initial deposit. And stay tuned. We will be dropping an extra free pick that you can pair along with this double-double play here. So be on the lookout for that later on today. For our third pick, we'll actually be in the WNBA first half section, this time under the PRA tab, and we'll be selecting A'ja Wilson this time for less than 20.5 first half PRA. Now taking a quick look here on Outlier, and by the way, if you would like to try Outlier for yourself, use our link in the description below for a free 7-day trial. You see that A'ja Wilson has actually failed to exceed this line in 8 of her last 10 first halves. Additionally, A'ja Wilson in her last 20 games has failed to exceed this line in 70% of them. And head-to-head versus the Minnesota Lynx, A'ja Wilson has actually failed to exceed this line in 4 of her last 6 matchups. Now, A'ja Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces will be facing off against a Minnesota Lynx defense that is very good when it comes to defending against opponents' points. They aren't that good when it comes to defending against rebounding. And when it comes to defending against playmaking, the Lynx are ranked the best in the league. Here's Minnesota's defensive numbers against the center position for those of you who want to see that as well. As you can see, they aren't giving up very many points, rebounds, or assists for the entire game. And we feel that in the half, A'ja Wilson won't have plenty of opportunity to reach this line. In fact, A'ja Wilson has actually failed to exceed this line in 10 straight games versus a top 5 defense. Now, taking a quick look here at her minutes, you see that A'ja Wilson has actually played just around where we'd like to see it to take her under on this line. In our last 10 first halves, averaging just shy of 17 minutes per half. And again, her minutes have not translated to an increase in her PRA total. And we expect this to continue on into next game as well. Taking a closer look here at our regular season data, we see that A'ja Wilson is mostly a scorer as well as rebounder. Again, she will be facing off against a Lynx defense that is very good defensively, especially when it comes to defending against scoring. She isn't that much of a playmaker at all, not getting very many assists in any of her games. The majority of her PRA totals, again, are coming from her points. She is a great scorer. But again, facing off against a good defense, we do expect them to limit her. So for all these reasons, again, we'll be taking A'ja Wilson for less than 20.5 first half PRA. All right, these are our picks for today. And after we finish reviewing, let us know down in the comment section which of these picks you will be taking, as well as the ones you won't, or any other lines that you think have a great chance of hitting. So for our picks, we'll be taking Taurasi for more than 22.5 PRA. We'll be taking Kayla McBride for less than 3.5 assists. And finally, we'll be taking A'ja Wilson for less than 20.5 first half PRA. Now, we're not saying to take all these picks together and throw them all into one huge parlay, but overall, these picks could be some useful additions to the overall entries that you have in mind. And again, if you like these picks and want access to even more picks, check out Elite Picks Discord right now by clicking our link in the description below. To gain access to their Discord right now, they will give you a free 7-day trial after sign up. And when you use code BLITZ, you'll receive 20% off your purchase. So again, go give them a look down in the Discord for even more exclusive picks. If you're new to the channel, take a moment to subscribe and turn on your post notifications so that you can have early access to our picks as soon as we post and before the lines get bumped. Also, please remember to hit that like button. We do have a like goal for this video, and if this video gets above 125 likes, we will be dropping a bonus pick in our next video. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in our next video.